Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me in support of Mater Dei's new Health and Wellbeing Committee. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Yasmin and I have the pleasure of teaching Grade 2. The purpose of this committee is to cater for concerns within all 6 dimensions of health, such that our school is one where students are best able to learn, work and play. This meeting aims to address through a whole school approach the increased mental health cases, specifically anxiety, which negatively affects student learning. Firstly, let us examine the nature of this issue such that we are best prepared to take action. Childhood anxiety, or worry, is a common emotional process in student development. However, characteristics of persistence, frequency, excessiveness, intensity, or functional interference are flagged as detrimental to mental health. In 2014, approximately 1 in 7 children aged 4 to 17 experienced a mental disorder, with a prevalence of 7% suffering from an anxiety disorder. As indicated in the graph, an increased trend between 1998 and 2007 is evident among children compared to that of adolescents, which ABC interviews describe are due to higher parental overprotection, social identity, and academic performance pressures at a younger age. RAPI reports that parental overprotection significantly reduces student resilience, as their confidence and problem-solving capabilities are restricted, building parent dependency. For this reason, separation anxiety is the most common disorder for students in 2014. In particular, this risk is up to 1.5% higher for males in any anxiety case. Such reports are reflected in anecdotal records at Mater Dei, whereby increased behavioural issues such as crying, refusal and withdrawal are associated with learned anxious behaviour from parents. Therefore, these parent and male risk factors must be targeted in our proposal. Psychological research stipulates that untreated childhood anxiety disorders predict comorbid mental health disorders such as depression, suicide, substance abuse and conduct disorders, with 85% of adult depression relating to childhood anxiety. This correlating trend is reflected in the initial influx of mental health disorders at 18 to 24 years, and significant increase of cases since 1997. Evidently, mental health concerns are increasing amongst society, and at a younger age. This youth risk factor must be targeted in our proposal. This graph reflects the reality that only 1 in 4 childhood victims gain the help required to function and develop healthily, a basic human right and duty of care driving our profession. Childhood theorists such as Bronfenbrenner and Vygotsky explicitly detailed the influential role of the family and peer environment, particularly that of the school, in supporting students' holistic development. Therefore, our school proposal must promote mental health and resilience to support lifelong learning. At Mater Dei, anecdotal evidence of increased anxiety is supported in statistical trends since 2011. This graph of students with abnormal anxiety depicts a rapid increase in the proportion of cases in the last 2 years. As the school's counselling facility is only operational 2 days a week, it can be assumed that the related statistics would increase due to more student access to support services. Therefore, this issue is clearly pertinent in our small school of 350, as there is a growing trend of anxiety, such that 9.4% of students this year suffer from abnormal anxiety. As discussed earlier, the parent risk factor is a prominent issue in our school. As reflected in 2014 national data, there is a clear correlation between parent SES profile and student anxiety, with a high SES parent profile at risk of modelling anxious behaviour due to the stress of high-profile careers. Increased mental health concerns is a highly relevant topic to be addressed at our school. Despite being situated in the 5% prevalence bracket of the national health data, our school statistics show an increase in anxiety, and no student should be restricted from healthy development. To promote mental health, this proposal models a healthy promoting schools approach. For those unaware, this is a comprehensive approach used by the whole school to better support student development. As shown, it integrates 3 school components for optimum success. Mental health is a complex and internalized issue which negatively affects each health dimension of the whole person, as shown. A mentally healthy person is self-regulated, resilient, and connected. To piece together the healthy whole requires support networks among peers, family, and the school community. This community element underpins my 4-phase proposal, whole mind, whole school. The overall vision of this proposal is to take a preventative stance on anxiety in creating a worry-free school. In order to generate awareness of mental health, Phase 1 revolves around interactive and informative workshops led by Kids Matters in collaboration with the teachers and PNF. Through whole school craft, students will identify unhealthy emotions and self-talk, representing desirable and undesirable school emotions through colour collages of 2 canvases with face outlines. For example, the desirable emotive face will include cool colours to reflect happiness or tranquility. In this way, students create an artistic school vision board for a worry-free school, stimulating student awareness and motivation for preventative action. Displaying this vision board marks the first elemental change in the school environment and ethos, as the community is visually reminded of their vision and responsibility in creating a worry-free school. Without engagement of the broader school community in planning, donated arts resources, and delivery of this workshop, the longevity of this vision is limited, as preventative action requires strong supportive networks in all aspects of student life, not just school. Therefore, Phase 1 effectively utilises community partnerships with Kids Matter and the PNF to create a shared vision and motivation for change. Phase 2 expands upon this underlying awareness and vision through constructing an integrated curriculum unit on anxiety in collaboration with the school community. Prior to planning, a PD event on anxiety symptoms and strategies will be available for teachers and parents to increase expertise and homeschool support networks. Additionally, this reduces the risk of learned anxious behaviour as parents model appropriate anxiety strategies. Curriculum planning will be modelled from successful CBT and bibliotherapy treatments, such as the FRIENDS program, which records a 95% remission rate. This curriculum plan draws upon the flexibility of bibliotherapy to integrate CBT concepts, such as emotional intelligence, positive self-talk, and problem-solving, through a relatable third-party narrative context. In this way, a supportive self-removed environment is generated to sensitively explore mental health. Additionally, the clear English cross-curricular activities in examining literature and aligned general capabilities such as personal and social skills ensures this proposal is easily integrated within and doesn't overload the existing curriculum. This proposal is easily modified for each age group through narrative selection and increased cognitive applications of knowledge. For example, in Grade 5, using the story The Huge Bag of Worries as a stimulus to research the influence of internal and external factors aiding the bag of worries. Therefore, Phase 2 effectively targets anxiety at all ages as it utilises community partnerships to generate a comprehensive curriculum and supportive class ethos. Fueled with a shared vision and knowledge, students are now motivated to apply their understanding of risks and facilitators for anxiety in Phase 3. This phase revolves around designing a worry-free environment called MySpace for self-regulation, positive socialization, and supportive learning. Through collaboration with students, parents, and local professionals, such as engineer and author Andrew King, the MySpace Learnscape establishes a supportive community ethos and environment where students can withdraw and apply anxiety strategies learnt in Phase 2. Additionally, engaging Andrew King in this project provides students with a role model and supported opportunity to manage anxious or challenging situations during the design process. Using Cheltenham State School's Whole School Learnscape as a model, Mater Day will host a series of class discussions, information evenings, and newsletter surveys to gain a shared understanding of the aim, design, function, and fundraising for the MySpace Room. This community negotiated design will include a calm corner, amphitheatre, and sensory trail to promote both managing anxiety and building resilience through peer relations. To support this ethos, students will design fundraiser wristbands and display posters which encourage a whole school response, such as worry-free zone, mistakes welcome. Therefore, Phase 3 effectively uses student and community partnerships to reinforce the school vision and create a supportive worry-free environment to reduce youth anxiety. The final phase of the proposal is to launch the worry-free vision, curriculum and environment with a parent-student relaxation club. Studies correlate deep muscle relaxation and parental involvement as an effective long-term strategy to remediate anxiety due to increased parental support. Run twice weekly by teachers, the Regroup Relax Club aims to gather the whole school for 10 minutes relaxation before and after school, where students and parents practice anxiety strategies. This club will occur in the MySpace room to promote positive associations with and correct use of the facility, thus building a calm school environment and ethos. Therefore, Phase 4 effectively targets the parent risk factor by involving parents in promoting the calm ethos underpinning the MySpace landscape, thus establishing a worry-free school. Several barriers have been identified which pose as potential roadblocks in implementing this proposal. These include the sensitivity and complexity of mental health, student hesitancy to participate, a high risk for males, lack of teacher support in an overloaded curriculum, inadequate teacher expertise, difficulty in community involvement, and limited availability of the guidance officer. Throughout planning for this proposal, each of these factors was taken into account, such that each phase, as seen on the screen, is designed to facilitate success. For example, the educational and interactive workshop in Phase 1 was so designed to facilitate student engagement, awareness, and motivation to participate in discussions surrounding mental health. The supportive participatory environment established in the Arts Vision Board segment was continued in the bibliotherapy curriculum approach in Phase 2. Conducting class discussions about the sensitive internal concerns through a self-removed third-party narrative context helped facilitate student participation, thus breaking down hesitancy barriers. Additionally, the PD and collaborative curriculum design factor equipped both teachers and parents with the required skills and capabilities to support anxious students and educate others about mental health. In this way, a strong homeschool support network to share in the curriculum planning workload was established to remove potential expertise and overloaded curriculum barriers. This facilitator was again enhanced through the clearly aligned general capability and cross-curricular links with, for example, English, HPE, and Humanities and Social Sciences. Phase 3 particularly facilitating engagement of males through the design and engineering process of developing the MySpace landscape. Engaging with Andrew King, a local engineer and author, further spurred this male participation through a hands-on community approach and mentor opportunity. Within this design and construction process, opportunities for tiered degrees of community engagement serve to facilitate whole school involvement suited to individual time constraints. For example, parents and locals could attend meetings to actively contribute to MySpace designs, coordinate fundraising and donations with the PNF, or simply donate resources and provide feedback through newsletter surveys. Such a flexibility component to facilitate community engagement is similarly reflected in the before and after school availability times in Phase 4 with the Regroup Relax Club. In addition to parental engagement, Phase 4 facilitates longevity in the Whole Mind, Whole School proposal through the implementation of a train-the-trainer model, such that there is no ongoing training costs to continue running the relaxation therapy classes. Overall, the comprehensive whole school design within each phase of education and action effectively promotes youth mental health. Therefore, this preventative proposal collectively reduces dependency on existing support structures such as the guidance officer, facilitating lifelong mental health. To conclude, this proposal is an effective tiered approach to targeting the increase of youth anxiety, which negatively impacts student development. Through the 4 phases, this proposal comprehensively integrates the 3 components of the health promoting schools approach to ensure that we are a worry-free school. Thank you for your support, and I'm happy to answer any questions.